I remember when I was trying to read my first Spanish book, El Camino, Cristo, and it was difficult, and I want to help make that process easier for you. So I want to share with you how you can use a free tool called the Google Translate web extension to help you read Spanish books faster. My name is Franklin, and this is for1000hours.com. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you my screen so that I can show you this Google Translate web extension. And so this is it right here. And I have a link to this in the description of the YouTube video. The Google Translate web extension is already downloaded on my computer, so I don't need to download it again. All right, so I'm going to go to the digital version of the first Spanish book that I read, El Camino Cristo, and show you how to use the Google Translate web extension. So, for instance, I can highlight La Naturaleza, and what happens is you'll see that there's this icon that comes up, a Google Translate icon, and I can go ahead and click that. Let's say if I didn't know the word, then I see, oh, there it is, La Naturaleza. I can click on that if I want to hear an automatic pronunciation of that.
La naturaleza.
La Naturaleza. Okay, so I can do that, and then I find out, okay, that means nature. And what is also cool is I don't just have to click on like two words. I can also click on a whole sentence. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. And then I can go ahead and click that Google Translate button. And now it gives me a longer thing where I can listen to that if I would like.
La naturaleza es la revelación aún dan testimonio del amor de Dios.
Okay, and so the English translation that Google Translate web extension is saying is nature and revelation to a testimony of God's love. Now, that doesn't make sense in English, but the cool thing about this is at least it's a start for people that don't have the, a large vocabulary in Spanish. And even for people that do, there might be a mystery word that you just don't know, and it's nice to have something at your fingertips. But if we look at this word dan, that means they give. So what is missing here is that word give. So it's nature and revelation give a testimony of God's love. That's really what it means. But again, like I said, you get a lot of information if you use the Google Translate web extension, and also try to use your own brain as well, right? That's what you should do when you're using these readers. So I want to also go back up here to the top right to show you the other options that you have with this extension. So I'm going to click extension options. And so we were on the option where it says display icon that I click to show pop up. Sorry, it says display icon that I can click to show pop up. So that's the option we had. And you can see right here that my primary language is English, which it is. All right, and then I want to show you this one. I'll click this one, immediately display pop up, and I'll click save. I think that this is probably the best option for those who want to use this to read some books on Google Chrome. So if I go ahead and highlight that sentence again, you'll see that it'll just pop up just like that. I didn't have to do any extra option, and I like this because it's helping me to get to my objective of understanding what that sentence is saying as fast as possible. Instead of just doing two steps, I'm doing one. So now I just want to point this out. If I highlight the whole paragraph, nothing comes up, and you might be wondering, like, what's happening? I mean, why isn't the Google Translate web extension working? I was just having that question in my mind, actually. But what you do if you highlight a lot of text is you can go up here to the right and click Google Translate, and then that will show you the whole translation right there. And so I think if you highlight like one or two sentences, then it should come up. Well, it's not even coming up after two sentences. So, I highlighted three. So let me try to highlight two sentences, and then we see that it will come up. So it's going to come up automatically if you just select a little bit of text. And so there's another extension option that you can look at as well. So I'm going to go back up here to the top right to click the Google Translate web extension option. The translate button, and I will go to extension options, and then I can click this one where it says don't display icon or pop up, and then I will go ahead and click save. And now if I go back here to highlight just one sentence, then we will see that nothing happens. There's no icon that comes up. There's no words that are translated automatically. in order for me to be able to find the translation, I have to come up here to the top right and click the Google Translate button, and then I can translate that. And it's not just limited to Spanish. There are a lot of other translations that you could find the translation for. So this is a powerful tool that you can utilize for free, which is awesome and amazing. And this is a better way to start out reading books, I believe, than the way I did. And I've already talked about that in a previous video, and I'll link that up there because there's a series of videos that I've done about how to read books in Spanish faster how to read in a foreign language that I think that you will like. My name is Franklin, and this is for 1000hours.com.